weird looking at.
You're breaking another one, bruh?
I broke another chair.
Oh,
Hey,
We can't take your ass nowhere.
Hey, you know what? F y'all, you know what I'm saying? So,
Like it sounds.
what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It on Culture's Deep. You know me. My name is Robert. Yo, Big Ed.
what's up, world?
And we got David.
What it do?
And tonight's guest is Miss Momo, founder of Creative Minds.
Yeah.
So, Miss Momo, how you been?
I've been good. I mean, life is life. Everybody has ups and downs, but this year just started, so hopefully all that, turns around. I started off in a good fit this year, so I'm not really
That's what's up.
in the dumps yet.
Pause. Momo, how long you been, doing your thing in the artwork?
For about 7 years now. I just had various stages to where I was trying to figure out who I was as an artist, and I think I got there. So.
Okay. All right, that's what's up. So explain your style of art.
As of now, where I first started.
When you first started.
Okay, when I first started, I was really dipping and dabbling with watercolor pens. I actually have one.
Okay.
This is one of them.
Okay.
So I had,
I'll wait for you. Go ahead.
okay, cool, yeah. So typical watercolors when you first get into school, your teacher like, okay, it's time to paint. What they bring out, the little slab of watercolor paints where it's on like 12 different colors. You get a paintbrush, wet that mug, and split, and you just start painting on everything. So that's basically what I started off with. It's very easy to use. The only thing you just have to know how is just to really blend colors and what colors to use for different projects. And then once I got the hang of that, I upgraded into dry watercolors. It's like they come in little bricks. It's more professional, I guess you could say, opposed to the little kitty watercolors.
I didn't even know watercolors comes in bricks.
Yeah. Or
Or
clay watercolors is what it is.
Okay.
So I probably was doing that for maybe a year,
Okay. Hey.
maybe a year and a half,
This
possibly.
is dope, though.
Yeah.
You said I can have this, right?
I guess so. I guess that'd be
This
nice.
kind of. This card.
After that, I started more so focusing on acrylics and tried to get away from watercolors. And then that's when I started doing collage pieces. And this is one of my favorites from that time era.
Okay. I want this one too.
Oh Lord.
I just saw the Mario.
Yeah.
That was dope. That was up.
So
Can you
it-
explain what was your mindset while you was doing this playing?
So on this one, during this time when I was doing acrylics, I was trying to figure out what was my niche, what was gonna make me stand out for all the other artists that was out here saying, oh, I paint, I draw, all of this stuff. So I found out me doing collages at the time is what made me stick out.
Yeah.
And that was also one of them, the watercolor ones. I kind of just stuck with that, but was trying to play with a different medium. But this is when I started to figure out, okay, I like the base of Sharpie. So if you look at all of them, I always outline what a Sharpie. And that's something that I did carry over from my watercolor times up into this piece as well. But it was just something about acrylics that I didn't really, connect with. I guess it's the dry time with it and how much paint that you use when you are using acrylics. I use so much paint, and half of the time,
See that.
half of the time I never really even use the extra paint, so it was just wasted paint. So I probably was doing acrylics for maybe another year tagged onto that. And then I started doing research like what other mediums that not every artist is using. And one of them I came across airbrushing. So I was like, okay. Funny thing about that is, one of my biggest supporters were, I won't say one of them, because it's like 5 of them, well 6 now, it's my family. As soon as I came, I remember this day, I went in there to my parents' room and I was like, hey, I think I want to try something else. And my old man just turned around and was like, what you about to paint up now? I was like, well, why do you even gotta be that? So my lady, well, I call my mom lady, she was like, okay, well, what are you trying to get into now? And I was like, well, I was doing some research on airbrushing. And she was like, oh, okay. But you know that's expensive, right? And I was like, yeah, we could just, find some cheap stuff. Amazon is everyone's best friend.
Yeah, that's true.
So I went into Amazon and bought my first airbrush gun and my first compressor. Played around for a little bit, and actually, no, that wasn't my first gun. I went to Michael's and got one, and it was a filter one. That experience was very terrible. The pieces that I had, I think I only have one surviving piece from that trial period, but it was just, I didn't understand that you have to have so much PSI when you actually airbrush it. So all my stuff looked like it was just paint splattered on the canvas. And my mom was like, you played it off, but I can tell that's not how it's supposed to look. And I'm like, yeah, you're gonna probably have to get a real gun.
Okay. Alright. I was looking at the painting and dream but don't sleep. Explain that.
Well, when you dream, what do you usually do?
Shoot. Sleep.
Okay, so when I tell you dream but don't sleep, that means you can still dream but put those into action.
So it's like stay woke.
That phrase, yes, for stay woke.
Okay.
But with you saying woke, you need to still have actions that, carry behind you dreaming. So if I say, within 10 years, I want to not have a 9 to 5, and I just want to only paint and dance.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dream that I have, but what actions am I doing now to put that into play?
Yeah. See, y'all don't know her. I know her.
Yeah, me too.
David knows of her, or remembers vaguely of her.
Yeah.
Even though she don't remember.
She dances.
Oh,
Okay.
stop.
It's okay.
But
Like that.
she also dances.
Yeah.
So not only can she paint, she can dance. You know what I'm saying? I can dance, but I ain't gonna make it look good like she does. You know what I'm saying?
She could dance.
Mhm.
When we was in school.
Oh, you go bring it.
I'm gonna bring the talent show, girl. I'm gonna bring the talent show. Alright, okay. The talent show was lit. Oh, yeah. Oh, the talent show was lit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, gosh.
Her and her brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
her brother got the energy.
Oh, yeah. They feed off each other's energy.
Oh,
I
each
know.
other.
I
That's
seen
the
it
point
in
in
action.
time.
Everybody, let's just say this, the whole school, literally, the whole school bought tickets. They had enough room for us to sit down. Most of
That
us
was
were
facts.
sitting down in that hallway,
Yeah.
between seats.
Yeah.
We're sitting down just
Yeah.
to see them.
Nowhere back then didn't have that, like.
No, and they still don't. They're not gonna grow, bro. That's
No,
just,
they ain't gonna build
it's
that.
a very old school.
All that money. They don't want to build a football field.
No.
Yeah.
A proper practice field.
Yeah. But, when I met the talent show was lit. It was lit.
Oh man.
Bro, it was
Cousin
fire
Justin
emojis.
I know,
all over.
right? I wish I could go back.
And that's what our dance thing was. It was like a back in time kind of tribute thing. It's actually on YouTube.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I have to get
We'll
to
let
see
We'll let y'all know.
Yeah, I'll
put
give
the
it to
link
you so I can
below.
watch
Put the link below. Well, how they do on the videos? If you just click here.
Yeah, I think it's like here if y'all want to have it floating up there.
Look, I'm gonna get to the point where I can end it like that.
Yeah,
Y'all gonna see me at
right
the
here.
video
It's gonna
like
place the link right
to
here.
subscribe, click here. To see the other link, click here. Now, I'm gonna get there, but hey, you know what I'm saying? My editing skills are getting there. But back to Momo. So, you had the acrylic, right? It's acrylic.
Mhm.
What was the next step you took?
The next step was the actual airbrushing. So you see me struggling. How do you pick it up?
Be jumping.
The next step is just
Okay.
a basic airbrushing style.
Alright.
So
This is-
I still kept the same style, which is my cartoon, color book kind of style. But then when I found airbrushing, it takes up less time in my opinion, and I'm able to use
Come out with dope shit like this.
that, and I'm able to use all the paint that I know I'm going to use for that particular piece.
Show that in the video, you know what I'm saying?
And even with that, I was just trying to figure out what could I do to take my paintings to the next level, and that would be the coat that's on top of it. It's called resin, and it gives us like this glass finish effect to where it looks more professional.
So it's more like a clear coat type.
Yeah.
You do to the
But
cars.
with this, if it got dirty, all you have to do is just take Windex and just clean it off.
So,
really?
so it's almost like that candy paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I paint job.
Hey!
Y'all need to cop one. I'm saying this one's going for $400.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
if you want it, you're gonna have it.
I'm just kidding. I don't know the price, guys, but. Alright. And then, so is that like this is it right here? This is you, or?
No, I took it up to another notch. I was like, okay,
Okay.
I need something that I can say when people look at a paint and they can say,
That's creative
this,
mind.
yeah, this is creative mind. This is her style. This is her style. I know this is her. So even if somebody wanted to, let's say, copy off of my style, they would have to render it 85% to make it not look like me. And that would be the last piece that I brought you guys.
This one right here.
The only thing that's different with it, I haven't put the clear coat on it yet, but is I actually do canvas cutouts. So I pick out a different pattern for each one that kind of fits the storyline for it. With this one, this was a houndstooth cutout, and get an X-Acto knife and get the chopping.
Okay.
Explain why is the cupcake upside down?
You tell me, what do you get from it?
Yeah, man.
Explain.
Yeah, I'm
No. Like if we had to like talk, we talked about this earlier because we were having problems setting up the mics and we were waiting for somebody to get in. But like what we got, like we were guessing hard.
Yeah, that was guessing.
So it's like your turn. We want like your.
Oh, y'all want it?
We want.
Direct. Okay.
Yeah.
We're guessing hard. So go ahead. Why?
This is-
What do you what like how Momo said? What do you see?
I see. To me, I have a different mindset.
Okay.
But everybody else, I see like a gentleman.
What kind of
Okay.
gentleman?
Yeah, what kind of gentleman?
Just a guy that's wearing, like a tux.
Okay,
Like a tux gentleman type.
Okay.
So it goes to like the little after parties, like the Grammys after parties or
Let's see a
something.
little bit. Oh, okay. Just a little
The
bit.
Grammy after parties, I should say.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And he sees a nice cupcake. It's like a woman. I feel like the cupcake is like a woman.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Explain
saying?
it.
And so why is a cupcake a woman?
Cause
Cause
to
she
me,
was-
I'm just thinking like, okay, the cupcake is a woman. It comes in with different type of flavors. A woman does.
Oh.
Different type of
Okay.
styles. You know what I'm saying? So on this one, she has
I like what you
orange
mentioned.
top, the orange frosting,
Mhm.
and then you got the cherry on top. But to me, I feel like it's a gentleman just holding a woman, but it's
Upside down.
upside down. But it's treated like okay, this is my cupcake.
Okay.
Nobody else.
Alright.
See what I'm saying? You're showing it off to the point like this is mine. She's solid.
Okay.
But why would he be showing it upside down?
Yeah.
If that's his woman.
Yeah. By the way, these are all the questions Momo asked us.
To me, I think this holding it upside down. I don't know. That's a hard question for me to answer.
Maybe you just want to grab the booty first?
Yeah.
That's what you do?
No, I don't think that. I mean, I think like the way he's holding it upside down is just like she's never gonna fall off on me. Like,
Oh.
That's a
That's a better answer than that.
She's not
That's
gonna fall
I
off
would
on me.
say,
She's always gonna stay down. Like,
that's
she's
the
always
best
gonna
answer
hold-
out of both of what they gave you.
Yeah.
I would say that.
She's gonna hold me down. Like she's
Okay.
holding herself together to in order for me to hold.
Okay. Yeah. That was
Okay.
way better than my answer.
That
Oh,
was.
yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah. I'm not denying it. Like, it's way better.
No, like I said, I have a different not creative mind, but I have a different type of mindset.
You do have a creative mind. Everyone has a
All right,
creative
so
mind.
that was good. The founder of Creative Minds. You wanna?
Yeah, so the thought behind this piece, like he said, it is a gentleman. And whenever we think of cupcakes, what kind of setting do you think of a cupcake being in?
A bakery.
A bakery,
A party.
a party.
Strip club.
So if you was to go to a party, you see someone carrying a cupcake upside down and drop it, what does that mean?
Disrespectful.
Not even disrespectful.
That's what I said. You know?
Maybe they might be like, oh, I'm not here to play, like, I don't want no cupcakes, like, what are you doing? And that's kind of what I incorporated here, is like, if I'm all dressed up, and I'm saying, hey, I'm trying to get some jobs done, or I'm trying to get whatever I need to get done, I don't have time to be playing with nobody, so that's why the cupcake is upside down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was
It's a businessman. I get this money.
That was my answer. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's disrespect. You dropped the cake.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay, I was like,
party foul.
Party foul. You know, and his ass whooped it. Yeah. I was just like, man, that's a good cut. My mama made that cupcake. So it was like, that was my answer. So I was like, but I liked it. Like your answer.
His answer was good.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about art. Everybody can have their own persona, idea of what it is. If that's what you got from that, then I dig that. I
It
take it.
interests me because I'm like, okay, it has a different meaning than that. But once you buy art, like I buy art personally.
Yeah.
Like I have different type of arts in my
All my art.
my palace, I should say.
All my art's in my closet. They're called sneakers.
Yeah, you see, but I like painting because it tells a story. When you buy a painting, sometimes it's like, okay, I feel this. Like I'm like, oh, I remember when I bought this because I felt like this, like oh, I was heartbroken, or it reminds me of somebody, or something like that. You know, like that's why I usually buy art. But sometimes I kind of had to chill because it was getting a little too expensive. Because artists they don't charge, but sometimes they overcharge on some paintings. So yeah,
They do though. They do, but it's like if
no,
you really
but
let
I understand why. I understand why because they put their hard work.
It's like labor.
Yeah.
It's like when you take your car and be like, hey, I need this oil change. You know it costs like
$200.
But yeah,
on a BMW. You know,
It's not like you got a personal experience.
Oh, we got a BMW. All right, instead of that regular 20, we're gonna charge them 300. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you add in the filters.
burning filters that you don't need.
That you don't need. Okay. Hey, it's like a little quiet over there.
Yeah. So, I got a question for you. So when you get into your creative space, what really influenced you, or like who do you listen to, or
Oh.
Masego.
What'd you say?
Masego.
That's not his name. It's Masego.
say it right?
Yeah, I can't really say rock at home, right? So.
Oh God. Well, for those that do know me, I am a Christian, so I go through like a cycle of music, depending on the storyline of what I'm creating. But y'all not gonna listen to all that ruha, rap, oh do this, oh do that. I'm more of a R&B, more subtle chick. Like I'm very.
Until she go to the club.
I don't club, so I don't do that.
She in the streets.
No, in the streets is different. We try to bust the boogie down with it.
Okay.
But no, I don't club.
She got that old soul.
I am an old soul. I'm very.
I think that's how we vibed the first time we met.
Yeah,
You know,
there
that's
has
that
to
old
be.
soul.
It's usually how I link up with a lot of people. They're like, dang, you so old. I'm like, yeah, no. My mom will tell you that too, because they used to making noise and stuff. Yeah.
I tell people about it every day. I'm 46.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, really? You're 46? I mean, yeah. I'm
My
46.
soul says that.
46.
Yeah.
They look
Bones
like,
and
you look
everything.
like 20. I'm like, oh, thank you, honey. You look 20. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were in like 26, 27.
yeah, hey, that.
You know what I
I take that.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, one time someone said, I thought you were 18. I was like, all right, that's disrespect.
Yeah.
That's a little bit
Don't
too
set me
far.
back too many
That's
years.
too
I'm leaving.
far.
You know, I can legally drink now.
18.
Yeah.
I could buy more than cigarettes.
So you said R&B, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
R&B like
so-
acoustic soul.
I got you. So a topic of conversation, of course, we ask everybody when they mention R&B. Who are your top R&B artists?
Oh, how many I gotta give you?
I don't know.
This is the top 3.
Yeah, because one of them is not R. Kelly right now.
Yeah, you can't say
Oh, no, it's definitely not.
I'm gonna leave R. Kelly
Yeah,
out.
with R. Kelly out.
I'm guarantee you the people I'm gonna name people don't listen to, but you know what?
That's fine.
I'm not gonna even because I'm about to put y'all
What's
on.
the people up?
Masego is one.
Masego.
You showed us
I
that.
found out about
Sir
five
is
years
another one.
Sir is
And it's
good.
spelled capital S, lowercase I, capital R. And probably BJ the Chicago Kid.
Okay, BJ in Chicago. You know what?
I forgot about him.
Okay.
Wow.
It's just okay. Maybe it might be just because. Don't get me wrong. I got his first
Okay.
album. I got his first album.
Okay.
It was good, but then didn't. It's like, oh, he's a good artist, but it's not like one of those. Shh, let me play this on.
Yeah.
Homegirl, but.
Oh
It's not one of those, like it's like because it's a good album to listen to if you want to listen to R&B. But it just wasn't like when I like it just wasn't it. I guess the body of work and it was like it wasn't one of those. It was one of those. I bought it because you're a new artist. You're good.
no. Mhm.
You fucks with Chance the Rapper.
Yeah.
But it wasn't one of those albums I can put on repeat.
Okay.
So that's why I kind of and then then he kind of fell off.
He did.
So
he
it's
was
just-
doing a lot more like features, and what
he
did they do
probably
like
made
remakes
yeah.
of
Yeah,
people's
mostly remakes.
music. That's what he usually do.
And by the way, all y'all remixing the Jacquees right now, go make another beat. I'm tired of Jacquees. Except for Blueprints, I'm not gonna lie, that was good.
Oh yeah, the blueprint.
That one was good. But it's like, alright, after that one, Blueprint was the last one. Y'all stop, go find another song. Like, make your goddamn songs. Like, I want someone, y'all put me to bed. Come on, I don't need another Jay Holiday track Or Chris Brown, take me down. You know, something.
It's a Trey song, you know?
No, not Trey Songz.
Trey Songz.
I don't know, man.
Well, you want Trey song?
The nigga didn't create sex. He didn't invent sex.
Did somebody else
Okay,
right there?
Yes, that one comedian girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was funny. I don't know her, but she's funny. But yeah, I was with her. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all maybe had to go to my playlist.
No.
And Anderson .Paak, I definitely bang him. If y'all don't listen to him, why? Why you give me
No,
that
I
face?
listen to him. I listen to him.
It's like, I listen to him, but it's not like, I feel like when he delivered, the way it was advertised, like it was about to be like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
And
That was great promo though.
yeah.
About
It
his
was
album?
great promo.
Oh, the promo was amazing. The album was cool. That was cool.
Why just cool?
Because it's like not a repeat.
No, it was-
I just okay. Go ahead.
People, they don't like different.
Yeah.
It was
different. That's why I like
It was instruments and everything. It's
His
what he
features
does.
was on point.
Yeah, he took it back to like I call it the Ryan Leslie. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful one. We seen her play at the Indie Fest,
Yeah.
Texas 5. She has a beautiful voice. I mean, I downloaded her music right after that, and she makes a good body of work. Like,
She makes a good body of work.
yeah, body of work.
Oh, okay.
Singles and
Oh, okay.
yeah, not.
I just
Okay,
had
why
a
you
chick.
trying to do it? I see what you trying to do, Momo. We ain't going there, boo boo.
I just had a chick.
Nah, but yeah,
I threw him off.
yeah, you know what? But yeah, she seems beautiful.
Yeah.
I ride to her every time, you know, at night. I ride to her music and everything.
Let's swing the bang action.
I
Go with
also
the
got-
smooth.
You know what? Let's see. What else we got? We got Lily. Let me see. I'm gonna look at my library. I got it.
I'm gonna put y'all on because y'all talking about girls that can sing.
You got B-Val. Oh, B-Val.
B-Val's nice.
She was like me fast.
Check B-Val out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out
You
to
got
B-Val.
Vo. Vo is good.
Vo?
Vo, yeah.
What's
You know
that?
who you like? Illuminati.
What?
Yeah, she's a rapper from Atlanta. But
She's
like,
dope.
She's dope.
She's dope.
This is Tim Woods right here. Look. Tim Woods right here. Look, good. Let's play. Let's see. This is Tim Woods, by the way, guys. So check it out. Tim, I would love to have you on.
I would
Yeah.
love to have
Speaking
Lily
to the
Aviana on
sisters.
too.
Oh, gosh.
Above average, misunderstood, it's established, living good. Tell me how you feel. Get into the music, I can see you. And I need the music, it's a seal. For real. Ay, it's a good life. Ain't nobody else convince me otherwise. I gotta say, I'm on the incline. Know I got it.
So that's Tim. What y'all think about Tim?
Tim is good.
He's dope. I like.
The very, yeah, I was gonna say the very subtle songs. Very good, like,
So
smooth.
So I love that.
Yeah.
What are the questions, man? I feel like I have more questions for her. I asked Mark questions, I think.
Why are you looking at me?
I don't know. I was looking at
You were looking at the questions. I was like, Oh, it's not even a question, but hold on.
It's like it's not.
Time out.
It's overheating, that's why I got you. So, it's not a question, but tell us when your showcase is. So, I know what it is. I've been in this showcase before. It's really dope. It's cool. But you go ahead and explain it because it's your showcase. Go ahead.
So I have an upcoming show that's in February. It's February the 20th.
February 20th.
20th.
Get
to
tickets.
0. Get tickets. He will have it in a little
I'll have it in the link.
link, bio, whatever you want to call it. It's raw artists. So this is one of the biggest, I guess you could say, I won't even say the biggest, but it's a well-known thing. You have to basically submit an application to get approved. Not everyone gets approved, but luckily your girl, Creative Minds, did.
Hey, you saw the paintings.
You saw the paintings.
You saw it.
Let's just be real.
Come on.
Okay. But it's almost every form of art that you could think of that would be represented at the showcase. So not just myself, but people that do pottery, that makes jewelry, soaps. I saw one lady that does airbrush makeup. She's gonna be there.
There's some clothing lines.
Clothing lines. They gonna have a fashion show there.
Fashion show, yeah. Dancers.
Oh yeah, dance teams like choreographers. Hopefully next year, if me and my brother get our lives together, we can do that.
Can I be like a backup dancer?
Heck
I
yeah.
got bad knees now, but I can.
Why haven't you even came out to one of our dance classes? That's on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays? I think it's because of my knee.
Mm.
I can barely like walk now.
You better get you some icy hot. Shaq got those on lock.
He does.
But yeah, it's supposed to be like a funky, cool event. I think it's an age limit. I'm not sure. Don't quote me
Yeah, I was
on
about to
that.
say, is it?
I think it's 21 and up. It might be 18.
It might be 18. If I recall, it might be 21 and up just because it's
The drinks.
the drinks and it's late and it's at Stereo Live, right?
No, this year's at House of Blues.
Oh, they moved to House of Blues.
We at House of
Oh,
Blues, boo. So you know it's gonna be fancy. So I'm excited for it. Cause I'm starting off the year. Not with that, but that's just continuing with that. Previously, I was featured in a magazine for Voyage Dallas.
okay. I saw that. I saw
Yeah.
that. How was that?
It was cool. It was a cool experience. She actually reached out last year, like that wasn't just a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
A couple days ago. But she reached out and like
Responded?
I finally responded. No. I responded in December,
Okay.
but they had to like tweak it. And
Oh, so it's like
spell
technically
check.
it's been a couple months.
Yeah.
Okay, you made it seem like
Only
damn.
like
she
it was only like
applied.
a month. It was only like
You made it seem like, hey, yeah, she reached out to me 2018 January.
No, I said in
You know.
November.
Let's make her
She
wait.
reached out in November.
Okay.
I probably respond back in December because I think it took me at least like 4 days. So it was like,
Yeah, because you were in that retail mode. Or
yeah,
you were in
it's
work mode.
crazy holidays. So
She
you know,
hustles.
folks like to shop on the holidays.
Yeah.
So she just, reached out, was like, hey, I really like your art. And shout out to my twin sister. Her name was Raquel Henson. She's the one that actually referenced me and was like, hey, this is a really dope artist. Why don't you guys give her an interview? So that's how that came about. But the lady actually did reach out. And we went from there. She sent me some questions. We talked over the phone. Fit all the questions, obviously. And then she was like, okay, well, it's gonna take us at least 2 weeks to finalize it. Then when we push it out, we give you the link. Got the link, I think 2 days ago? Or was it yesterday? It was 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Don't you quote me on that.
Hey,
Check my page.
it was nice though.
It was. I was very excited. I'm very grateful for the opportunity. And I just feel like this year is gonna be a lot of me getting things done. Last year was, I won't say my preparation phase, but I had a lot of things going on last year that kind of stopped me from getting things that I wanted to get done. And now this year I'm just getting the blessing part of it from doing all the hard work last year.
I feel
So.
this how I feel like I'm at right now. So,
Yeah.
You know,
We all go through that. We all go through that.
everyone's just like, you do interviews now? I'm just like,
Gotta do everything. Figure out what's your niche, man.
I feel like
Really
everything's
is.
my niche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're really good at it.
Hey, thank you. I got good cause.
Oh gosh, you do.
Okay. So you showed us the history of your painting and where you went to where you are now. But what got you into
I'll show you
painting?
things.
Oh, for those that know me, you would have to know my family. My family, we're a very lively bunch. And I don't know what really got me into painting. I know when I was in high school, that's when I really tapped into it. But from what I recall, my mama said I was always drawing stuff, painting stuff.
Were you one of those kids? I know my mama did it to me, but like you always had coloring books laying around and you just colored for no
Always,
reason?
yeah. I think that's what all of us, because then we just recycled it, because my brother's older, so he probably had color books, passed it on to me, then I passed it on to my younger sisters.
Okay.
But if I had to be honest, I would say I've always been in the art mentality, but I didn't really tap into it until high school,
Yeah.
probably my sophomore year.
Okay.
Miss Key Sweater, that's the lady. Yes.
Hey, she dope. Hey,
That's
she
the
dope.
lady that was like, girl, you have a gift.
She's dope.
Don't let nobody tell you differently, and let's try to work on it to where this would be something that you want to continue.
That's what's up.
And then after her, I had Miss June Wagner. She's a sweetheart.
Miss Wagner.
Unfortunately, June Wagner. Yeah. Both of them retired.
Shout out
but
to all the good teachers out
shout out to all the good teachers
Y'all
out
get the
there.
recognition
They
they deserve.
don't. And that's why I'm shouting y'all out, because y'all the one that touched my heart and made made me do what I
You
do
don't know if
now.
you're still at Oak Ridge, but hey.
No, they retired,
Oh,
unfortunately.
unfortunate.
But
It's bad.
both of them worked side by side to make sure that any art shows that was coming up, like the Waterway, I was always featured in that. The rodeo things that always came
Oh,
up.
I
I
remember
did
those.
pieces of
Yeah,
that.
okay, yeah.
Dang, I should have brought my medals. Made me feel good about myself. But I did place in all of those.
We can do like an in-home, like, take a tour one day.
Oh, we can, but just know y'all, it's like a really compact gathering in my house. But
Oh, I know.
y'all want a tour, we can give y'all a tour, it don't matter.
Show me those medals.
But yeah, I didn't really. You know, I'm sick, making me laugh. But yeah, I would say I really didn't tap into it until my sophomore year, and then I was just trying to figure out, is this something that is gonna just be something to say, oh, I'm doing this in high school, I was gonna carry out and finish that. But look at me now, so that was something that really stuck with me.
Look at you now.
Look at me now.
I'm getting paid.
I'm getting paid.
So where can they follow you on your social media? I know.
Social media. I have a Twitter, but if you go on my Twitter, you'd be like, dang, it's gonna be on Twitter forever, and that's facts. But I do have a Twitter. It's the same handle as my Instagram. I'm more so on Instagram because that's more for pictures, which is the number 2, and then HIP, which is HIP _hooray, HURRA with 3 Y's. And people are like, why you pick that? Because when you say hip hip hooray, how many times do you normally say it? 3 times.
3 times.
Hip hip hooray.
Oh,
hip,
so
hooray,
that 3.
hip,
Okay.
hooray.
I don't know, from now when I hear hip hip hooray, I'm like, that song, hip hip hooray.
Oh yeah. But oh gosh, I'm thinking about changing it. But I don't know. I'll probably just change it to Creative Minds AL. But as of right now, it's still 2hip _hooray. On Facebook. You can't have my personal, but
We don't even talk about Facebook then.
we ain't Facebook. I mean, I have a Facebook for my art, and that's just Creative Minds with an SAL. What else? Oh, I have my own shop, which this lovely guy helped me with, and that's still running. But I'll probably buy my own domain in a couple. But what is it? How long, y'all?
I think it's Creative Minds.
Yes, it's Creative Minds. Y'all know I'm slow. Hold
I
on.
said, wait, I think it's Creative Minds.
Yes, Creative Minds. It's www.creativeminds.bigcartel.com. That's what it is.
I was gonna say dot something else, I couldn't remember which one.
And on there you can find all the art stuff that I have. I have originals, canvas prints. I also do digital art, so there's some digital art on there as well.
Make sure we put all those links in there.
Yeah, he gonna hook it up. Here.
Probably won't be there, but
All of there.
it'll be in the comments below.
Yeah, we gonna work on that.
Okay.
But yeah,
I haven't seen her in like 3 years.
lies. Maybe a year since it's
Nah, to me it was
2019.
3 years for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
big
Yeah,
ass.
to me it's 3 years for sure.
7 years?
Um,
Okay.
But yeah, if you're trying to figure out what I'm always on, oh, I have a Snapchat, but I mean, that's just my everyday life. But that's Roster with Bows. Whenever I'm doing art, I do post it on there as well, so that's another platform, but I think that might be it.
But if you really want to see it, February, what, 8th?
20th!
20th.
You just said the date!
The disrespect?
I don't know why I don't know why. I was thinking Kobe.
You just said the date. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
February 20th. That's why I double
Yeah.
checked. See, look. I did it for the viewers.
Did it for the viewers.
I did it for the viewers. What are you gonna say again?
I was gonna say, can they buy your pieces on social media?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually in my bio. All I have to do is just like DM or just comment on which one you want. I'll let you know if I still have it available. If not, I can just give you a canvas print, which are really good quality. That's usually what people buy anyway. But if you like the original, you can have it. I don't mind it. But yeah,
Awesome.
you
I'm
can
gonna do all
buy
the
it.
originals.
Because if you go on my page, I have it's a business account, so it does have my email address. So all you have to do is just click the email button. You can shoot me an email. I respond within 24 hours. But yeah, you can always buy anything you want, as long as you got the money.
Also, too, y'all do shop at Deerbrook. Is it still there?
No. Oh yes, at TDK. Yeah.
So it's at TDK.
And I have another spot that's in Shopstown Mall. It's called Ohm. They have a couple of my pieces as well. You can go in there and get original canvases, because I don't have any prints in there. I don't think I do. No. So those are 2 shops right now that actually have my pieces in it.
Okay, that's what's up. Thank you. Thank you for coming. You guys, don't forget to subscribe, you know.
Please
Push,
don't.
you know,
The button that should be down here.
push the bell. It's somewhere down there.
Make sure you like,
The bell,
push the bell button,
like,
get notified.
share the video, you know what I'm saying? If you like it, you like the content, share the video, you know what I'm
Tell
saying?
a friend, tell your mom.
It's just the beginning, don't scurry, you know, but we really want to do more for y'all. So if we see more likes and we see more subscribers, we know we're doing our job right.
Yes.
Even if you don't like it, put it in the comments.
Yeah, let
Y'all
us know.
suck. And I'll be like, hey,
Or suggestions.
Yeah,
yeah, what can I do better? Shoot.
Just don't get scared when I be at your doorstep. You know?
Oh, Lord.
Don't do that. This is too much now. But yeah, Houston, have a good night.
Dun, 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 dun.